Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's 10 o'clock, Tuesday. Happy July 1st. This is an open door. It's a regular feature of an open door called Training Wheels. And it's where we take a look at a book that I wrote in 2019 based on the daily lessons of A Course in Miracles. And we take a daily lesson each week and we go through it and discuss it in depth. And we're discussing it from a rather mature spiritual standpoint. So most of us are familiar with the teachings, but even if you're not familiar with the teachings, you can still understand what is going on. You can still participate. So we can just pick up anywhere. But this Training Wheels lesson is approached from both A Course in Miracles and a non-dual approach, because, of course, A Course in Miracles is, as Ken Wapnick says, a non-dual Western teaching. So today we are on lesson 39, My Holiness is My Salvation. And what I usually do in these classes is I invite everyone to just take a comfortable seat. You can leave your camera on or off. I'm going to turn mine off because what I'm going to do is take us into an almost a guided meditation of this teaching. So just get comfortable and get quiet. Enjoy where you are. Again, we are on lesson 39. So we'll just quiet in, be happy with yourself. Watch your breath. Know that you're good. Nothing I see means anything. I have given everything I see all the meaning it has for me. I do not understand anything I see. These thoughts do not mean anything. I am never upset for the reasons I think. I'm upset because I see something that is not there. I see only the past. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. I see nothing as it is now. My thoughts do not mean anything. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. A meaningless world engenders fear. God did not create a meaningless world. My thoughts are images I have made. I have no neutral thoughts. I see no neutral things. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. I am determined to see. I am determined to see things differently. What I see is a form of vengeance. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. I do not perceive my own best interests. I do not know what anything is for. My attack thoughts are attacking my own invulnerability. Above all else, I want to see. Above all else, I want to see things differently. God is in everything I see. God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. I am not a victim of the world I see. I have invented the world I see. There is another way of looking at the world. I could see peace instead of this. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. My holiness envelops everything I see. My holiness blesses the world. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. My holiness is my salvation. What is salvation? Salvation is atonement. What is atonement? Atonement is the undoing of the idea of separation. Salvation is being saved from the idea of separation. My holiness is my salvation. Did you know the force of love has predictable consequences? Indeed, there is a law of love. It functions in a multi-dimensional reality above 3 dimensions. Being unfamiliar with any laws except those of 3 dimensions, we are unfamiliar with the law of love. We are unfamiliar with the law of love at best, and at worst, we deny its very existence. The purpose of studying these lessons is to give you a jump start in this life. It is a jump start that informs you about laws that apply above 3 dimensions. While they may seem unknowable to us here, or even unworthy of trying to understand, they influence every facet of this 3-dimensional life. Learn the law of love in this world, and your happiness will increase exponentially. The law of love, which recognizes the holiness of everything, is like white light that contains all colors, some of which we cannot even see. When I look at the color blue, I do not see its white light. The same is true for the colors green, red, yellow, purple, and so on. But the white light is there in each color. Love is like white light. It holds everything within it, and it is contained in everything. Each one of us is his own unique color of light, and yet all of us are contained within the whole white light of Source. When we look beyond the differences of gender, of color, of size, of personality, indeed any attribute in this three-dimensional world, we can see the wholeness within each person. This seeing is seeing with the eyes of God. Make no mistake, Source sees in this way, above three dimensions, and it knows the law of love because Source is the law of love. My salvation, your salvation, the whole planet's salvation is born out of the law of love. In this three-dimensional world, the law of love is expressed through forgiveness, which comes from seeing the light that is held in each person, each living thing, indeed, each stone, each branch, each drop of water, each molecule of air that we cannot even see. The recognition of holiness of each and everything forms the foundation of forgiveness. Consider the words for and give. Forgiveness is an eternal payment forward, given before it is even perceived as necessary. Forgiveness is the key to perception above three dimensions, and it must begin with yourself. This lesson is the beginning of the end of guilt. For how can you, to whom holiness belongs, be excluded from it? The lesson for today is your own healing. Today, 4 5-minute meditations on this lesson are requested or invited. Try practicing before you get up, in the mid-morning, mid-afternoon, in the evening before bedtime. Take a seat and close your eyes. Just relax and gently place your awareness on the breath. Notice how relaxation seems to deepen as you breathe out. When you're ready, repeat the lesson in your mind. My holiness is my salvation. My holiness is my salvation. Let any thought that arises arise. It is arising in your holiness. As you sit in your holiness now, for holiness is only known now, in this moment, now, timeless, effortless. Holiness is silent. Holiness is empty and whole at the same time. Holiness is confounding for the egoic mind because it maintains itself through the objects that it perceives. The separate mind maintains itself through thoughts, through emotions. Through objects. Through the perception of time, the past and future. It is uncomfortable with silence because it disappears there. What is the nature of your holiness now? A Course in Miracles tells us, ultimately, every member of the family of God must return. The miracle calls us to return because it blesses and honors us. The creation is whole, and the mark of wholeness is holiness. A Course in Miracles tells us the Holy Spirit is in you in a very literal sense. Notice what your holiness is: open, expansive, peace. This is the sonship. Everyone experiences the same silence. Everyone experiences the same peace and timelessness. The now is the same for all of us. Open, unlimited, empty, and abundant. we share this empty, open, abundant space. Spirit is immortal, and immortality is a constant state. My holiness is my salvation. My oneness is my true self. As you go throughout the day, return as often as you like to this place of spacious abundance, the silence, the now. This is the path. It is a direct path to your true self and to Source. And every time you take this moment and return on the direct path to the silence, to your Source, you are with all other beings. There is no separation. This is a shared space of silence. It has no objects in it. You won't see another person in it. You won't see a tree or a dog in it, because it is your true, open, abundant self. That's why there is peace there. That's why there is nothing lacking. So, as often as you like today, gift yourself with the now, returning to this open, empty space. It can be just for an instant, or it can be just a thought, knowing it's there waiting for you, changeless, ever present. Who is the you who are living in this world? A Course in Miracles asks. And the answer is spirit, immortal spirit. And immortality is a constant state. Remember, what is true must always be true, or it is not true. You can never be sort of guilty or sort of whole. You are always holiness. When you're ready, very slowly and gently, come back into the present moment now, and you can turn your camera on. How did this lesson find you? How did you feel before the lesson, and how do you feel now? What do you think about salvation and holiness? I do really love the teaching that holiness, spirit is immortal and a constant state. That is about as close as we can get to the understanding that there is nothing separate from God. Nothing.